hot day today. It's like 107. So we're gonna do our chores in our swimming suits so we can jump in the pond right when we're done. Did you get that at the thrift store?
Yes.
Come on.
They're not gonna go where they're supposed to.
No, they never do. Come on up here. Walk right in front of the camera.
No.
Probably.
Okay.
We were young and we were free and running, never bothered about what could be coming. Every day we danced and life was smiling. We were young and drunk in love.
Keep walking. Okay, this is actually good training for Ethan when we go out of town. So go ahead and hook that sucker up. Get it, Lydia?
Step
Sucker,
one.
get it?
Take that.
Yep. Okay. See if you can do it.
Yep.
So far, so good. Tube 1 goes to
Goes
blue
there.
1.
No, Ethan.
There.
And short, because short goes in straight.
Short.
Short goes in straight.
That's it?
And that's that. You did it.
Okay.
You're so good. Okay, so you can turn it on and then sit down and start cleaning. Except we don't have any paper towels, so somebody has to walk back to the house and get paper
I thought
towels.
we don't have any.
Lydia's bringing the paper towels. She's saving us. Good job. These two girls are doing such a good job being first fresheners. First fresheners are when you've had your first time being in milk, first time freshened. And so it's always a bit of an adventure to get milk for the first time and go through the process of getting on the stand and all that stuff. But they're doing a good job. Very proud of them. Except Reba does this weird thing where she will not eat grain from that bin and she'll only eat it from this one. So she waits. And look, I gave Prim too much, so here she is eating all this grain. Oh well. Yeah, but she's really weird about it. Kevin's bringing a branch for the... I think they want that branch.
Came off our tree for now.
Honey, did you get a little piece? Oh, that's so fun. A little one just for you. Alright, Ethan's gonna start with cleaning, sanitizing the teat, milking. It's so fun to have the kids help. A twain!
Wayne.
Go fast, I got to catch the train.
Ethan, go, go,
Oh.
Oh, I need a shot of the train. Hurry. Oh, gotta hurry. Gotta get a shot for content. Train. Stop honking your horn, train man. I know. Good job.
Do I have to hold this one up?
No, it should be good.
Okay.
I can't believe you said yes to that.
Oh, in the pond?
So.
Oh no, don't do that. Sometimes for her, you have to hold it up. Sometimes you have to hold it for her.
You stick that bottle, that spray bottle under it.
So when you can see the milk's not coming out anymore, then shake it a little bit and then try to get the last little bits. All right, got to get the last little bit out because the machine doesn't really get the whole thing. You can't really let the milking machine get all of the milk out because it will kind of open that teat up too much and allow more bacteria to enter it, kind of almost blow the teat out. So you have to stop right before you're almost done and then milk the rest out by hand, which seems like an extra chore, but it's worth it because the machine is pretty fast. Reba still hasn't eaten. She refuses to eat over here. She just doesn't like to eat in this area.
Is she dieting?
She just waits.
Yeah, she wants to get there.
Okay, bye Prim.
Bye-bye.
Have a good day. Have a good night. All right, watch. Okay, once I put Reba over here, she kind of waits till you start milking her. Bring her up. I got her. I got her. There we go. Boy, you no focus. There we go. You got it? One side. Do it. Oh. Try to make sure that teat doesn't fold up inside of there. So you gotta get it right in there. There you go. Good job. Luna likes your new swimming suit. I love how you got two different pieces that didn't match at all.
Yeah, they sort of match with the red. It's kind of like the red right here.
Oh, okay. All right, got it.
So
I didn't see that.
Actually, it
I
does
think
match.
Luna thinks the only thing humans are good for is their scratching post. She thinks it's a scratching post that just walks around.
Yeah.
Scratching post that walks around. Oh yes, she will. Yes, she will.
I found a really good home for Tatum and Lola to go together. So in a few weeks, they'll leave to their new home in Colorado, which will be really fun for them. New adventure, new place, and they'll be going as pets. So it's a perfect situation for them. And yeah, I'm gonna miss them. And I'm kind of sad that that line didn't turn out like I hoped. But it's nice to know that they have a good home to go to. Kiwi and Luna, old ladies on the farm. She's like, get off of me. Get off. Look who finally decided to eat.
Okay, it's on. Look at that.
Did you eat all that? Now she's so funny. Okay, are you tired? Okay,
Go take a nap now.
go take a nap. See you later. This video is sponsored by Policy Genius. I know people say this all the time, but life moves really fast, and it just feels like yesterday when we bought our farm and the little kids were running around playing with all of the baby goats. But now the kids are heading off to college, and Kevin and I are thinking of retirement and life after having kids at home. No matter what stage of life you're at, if you have somebody relying on your income, you need life insurance. Policy Genius was built to modernize the life insurance industry. Their technology makes it easy to compare life insurance quotes from America's top insurers in just a few clicks to find your lowest price. With Policy Genius, you can find life insurance policies that start at just $25 per month for $1 million of coverage. Some options offer coverage in as little as a week and avoid unnecessary medical exams. With just a few clicks, you can find the best price and know that your family is protected. Their licensed agents work for you, not for the insurance companies. So that means there's no incentive to recommend one insurance company over another. This is the perfect option for caregivers, parents, and anyone else who has somebody that depends on them. There are no added fees and everything is private. And I know it gives me a nice peace of mind that if anything happened, my family is taken care of. Your loved ones deserve a financial safety net. You deserve a smarter way to find and buy it. Head to policygenius.com/Weedum or click the link in the description to get your free life insurance quotes and see how much you can save. And a big thanks to Policy Genius for sponsoring this video. The goats don't have as much milk tonight because we're milking a little bit early. We've been sort of milking real late at night and milking late in the morning, sleeping in. So they don't have as much as they normally do right now in the evening. That's why their udders look a lot less filled up than they normally do. Lydia just asked if I ever look at Willow and think she'd be a good show goat. Well, the only thing is she doesn't walk at all. Like, she's so bad.
Yeah.
But except for having those bendy legs, she had a great udder, but I don't know, we'll never know. I could take her and try to sneak her in, but she doesn't have an udder, so.
What were her attachments like?
I can't remember. I'll have to go back and look at pictures. But she's the worst to walk. She hates being led.
Yeah.
Don't you? You seem sweet, but then
sweet.
you can't trust her.
She's nice, and she's got real.
Now the baby's gonna come out. They have been separated from Daphne. Watch, they're gonna fight. Come on! You get to be out now! She's looking for mom. No, can't nurse. Where's her sister? Where's your sister? Look at, she goes straight to mom. She's like, Mom, I'm here. Time to feed me. Where's the other one? Fighting with Honey over here, probably. These three always seem to fight it out. We've got Lola, Honey, and Shania. Hey! All right. All right. Let's see if Daphne feeds her babies. That's not your baby.
Oh,
She's so mean. She's gonna bite her. There's one baby. Don't feed him though, okay?
No what?
Oh, they see the tree branches over there. Come on. Work your way over to the trees. Here come the babies. They finally figured it out. Good job. The best thing, the most favorite thing in goat's world, in our goat's world, is this huge mulberry tree. And it's a good thing that mulberries are really healthy for them because we have a lot of leaves. So we've been trying to wean Daphne's two kids, Shania and Winona, because they are just way too aggressive on her udder and bouncing it all around. She's getting really sick of them. So, and since they're like 4 months, it's definitely time for them to be weaned. So we've been separating them in the back pen. Oh, but it's so crazy because Daphne's a good mom and she keeps trying to feed them and they do not need the extra fat, that's for sure. Look, goats. Eating leaves.
Wow.
A lot of pretty goats in the herd.
What's that one? You know her.
Olive.
Get out of here. Go. Go back to college.
You know her name.
I know Reba, yeah.
Reba? Okay, what about her?
I don't know.
This is the fancy one with all the spots.
That's crazy, I don't know.
Tatum's daughter.
Yeah.
Starts with an L.
Tatiana.
Starts with,
Get out of here.
starts with an L.
Liliana. I know Tatum back there. I know Luna. I know.
Oh, honey, stop it.
Uh,
She's definitely going to be the boss of the applesauce.
Yeah.
She is so big. Look how big she is. She's almost the same size as her mom at 4 months old. They're a little worried about that one. Just.
that's her grandma.
That's her mom.
It's her mama.
Oh, Tilly had babies this
Her
year. I didn't know
mommy.
And for some reason, Willow always likes to fight with Reba, and that it always stresses me out because I'm like, nobody hurt their legs. Don't hurt Willow's legs. Don't hurt anybody else. They have their own little mini herds within the herds. Like these are all on the lowest end, and so they have to fight out for being a little bit higher rank. Yeah, for the bottom ranks. Willow, don't do that.
Not good
Don't.
for your legs.
Don't do that. Oh, look, Daphne's gonna come over and try to break it up.
She's gonna fight him.
Is Daphne the queen of
Yeah, actually, yeah, is Luna still the queen?
horses?
Luna is definitely still the queen.
Yeah, the
She's biggest
overall.
and no one challenges her, even though she's
Yeah, she's the queen.
Except for the baby.
Then it goes Tilly.
Daphne and Tilly are kind of like fighting it out.
Definitely Luna's the queen. Tilly's second in charge. She's like co-captain. Then Daphne is definitely the next one in
She tries to climb
line.
the ranks. She tries to fight Tilly.
Then I would say it's Willow,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
those two always try to fight it out.
They're trying to move up right now, but
I would say Tatum's in there too. Same with
yeah,
Willow.
Tatum. Yeah, same.
But
with
it'll
Willow.
change when Tatum leaves.
And then at the top of the babies is Honey.
Honey's the
And
top
then
one.
All of the others just kind of.
And then all the others, yeah. Definitely the littlest ones, like Little River,
Yeah.
she's at the bottom because she's little. And so they're so mean and they pick on the little ones. Oh, go give some to Finnick. He wants some.
Oh,
All right, Mr. Finnick gets some leaves
hey,
too.
Finnick.
Because he has such a cool hairdo.
Yeah. That Tatum's gonna try to steal it.
Yeah, don't steal it. People always ask if the bucks can recognize their offspring, and no, not really. They would fight them. They'd probably injure them. So we don't put the bucks with the little kids, that's for sure. But they don't seem to really know or care who's who. They just want to breed in the fall and eat food the rest of the year. Oh, you get one too. Little Lancelot, you like that? He looks like he has angry eyebrows.
He does have the angry eyebrows.
Yeah. He's cute.
That's how we tell him from Willow.
River!
Hold on. She'll get it.
River! River, why are you eating a stick?
There you go. Oh, that's so yummy. River is the youngest of the batch. She's definitely gonna still have a bottle, especially since her dam was sort of a slow grower. We want her to, you know, grow hopefully at a normal rate. And now we swim.
Sometimes life goes easy, sometimes life goes do-do-do-do.
Whenever we swim in the pond, we always play a game, like 20 questions sort of game, but with movies. So right now, Ethan's thinking of, what kind of movie is it?
It's an animated movie.
An animated movie.
11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18.
That's like, you've already hit 20 questions. You're done. Is the pond too cold for you, Kevin? But you gotta try out your new swimming suit.
It works.
Dogs are locked up over in Kevin's little makeshift area because we've got mud from late night irrigation last night. It is way too messy and they're pretty sad about it. It's okay.
Have I seen it? Yeah. One main character. Is it a girl?
Okay guys, the time has come for us to finally make cheese for the year. I think I'm gonna do a smaller batch because I want to try a bunch of different methods to try to get the perfect cheese. Now I can make my mozzarella and my regular soft spread goat cheese, but what I've been trying to get really good at is making hard cheeses, like the really good hard aged Gouda, Parmesan, all that stuff. And it's actually a little bit tricky with goat's milk, but I am fully committed and let's get going. I've been saving up the milk for the last 2 days. We get about a gallon a day, and I've pasteurized it and sterilized all of my equipment, so we are ready to go. This year we had a lot more kids that we ended up having to bottle feed for various reasons. We had premature kids, just kids who were tiny. We had a lot of babies that ended up being more wild than we wanted, so we had to pull 2 to 3 weeks to bottle feed anyway. And we also purchased 2 new baby goats from other farms who needed to be bottle fed. So a lot of our milk for this entire spring has gone to feeding those kids. In all of my cheese making adventures last year, I learned pretty quickly that the pasteurized milk made the cheese taste better and last longer, because really what you're doing by pasteurizing is getting rid of a lot of the bacteria that exists in the milking collection process, so that the actual good bacteria, the cultures that we add to make cheese, that those can thrive. I like to use a double boiler where I've got a big pot filled with water and then the actual milk in a second pot. This way the milk can't overheat or burn on the bottom. I've also got my handy electric thermometer that's hooked to an app so that I can walk around the house and get other stuff done, and it'll let me know once we've hit the right temperatures. But first I'm gonna add some annatto, which is like sort of a plant-based dye or food coloring, and this is just gonna give it a little bit more of that Gouda looking color, because yeah, today we're making Gouda. Once we hit 86 degrees, which is still cool to the touch, we'll add the culture. Now this is where the magic happens. We're inoculating this cheese, and over the time that it ages, we're gonna get this nice, beautiful flavor from it. So this is a very important step. Once we let that bloom, we'll mix it in, and then we wait. We let it culture for about 30 minutes. And now we get to the fun part. This is rennet. This is what's gonna make the cheese solidify and separate the curds from the whey. We'll add that, get that nice and mixed, and then we let that sit for another 30-45 minutes. Finally, the curds have set, and now it's time to cut them up. Honestly, this is the most fun part. But this is also where it gets more intense and where I have to babysit it more, because the goal at this point is to get the curds to release more whey, but very gently. Like, we can't take this curd and just throw it into a press and push it out that way. We have to have patience, guys. So I'll cut it up, wait a few minutes, cut it up a little bit more. We want them to slowly release that whey. And while I do use a spoon at first, I'm sorry if this grosses everybody out. I promise I wash my hands really good, but I gotta stick my hands in there. I've gotta get in there and make sure that all of the curds are equal size. It also needs a real gentle stirring, so this really helps facilitate that process. The next step is washing the curds. We gotta get a lot of the lactic acid out of these curds, and the way to do that is first to take out a lot of whey. And once we've got that about 1/3 of the way down, now we're gonna add 130-degree water back into here to help wash and rinse these curds. It also helps harden them up a little bit. So this is kind of a slow, painstakingly slow process because you can't do it all at once. You have to do it very, very gently. Now it is time to press. Our first press happens in the whey, which is really tricky to do and really messy, so not too fun. But once we get it all situated, I need just 2 pounds, something that's 2 pounds. And I thought, you know what? I'm gonna use a bowl of some whey as the 2 pounds. So that's gonna help sort of get our wheel to form. After all of that, it's time to actually press it in our homemade cheese press. This is gonna slowly drip out, and after a few minutes, we get to finally open the cheese, and it doesn't look that great. It doesn't look that great yet, guys, but you just gotta have faith, okay? Over the next 12 hours or so, I'm going to wrap and press and unwrap, and then press again, and we're gonna get this to a nice, beautiful cheese wheel shape. Okay, so at this point, the cheese is in its brine, and it's gotta sit there for about 6 to 8 hours. Then we take it out and we have to dry it for about 3 days or so. We're actually gonna head out of town to go to Lydia's college, or I almost said high school, but it's not high school, college orientation, and Ethan's gonna hold down the fort, so he's gotta milk goats. He's also gotta wrap my cheese for me, because we gotta commit to this cheese making. But yeah, after I dry it, I will have Ethan wrap it in like a vacuum seal wrap, put it in my cheese fridge, which is actually just a wine fridge that I've turned way down to be able to do cheese. And this is officially our first Gouda of the year. I should have added a little bit more coloring, I think, to make it look really yellow like the Gouda, but it doesn't really matter. It'll still taste good, I know it.